Donald Trump made it clear this week that he is officially the biggest coward, the most pathetic, weak, and spineless man in American politics today. After several days of getting hammered from the left, the right, the center, everybody, including his own allies, even those at Fox News, Donald Trump decided, you know what? I am not going to do another debate with Vice President Kamala Harris. And the reason Trump says he's not going to do another debate, of course, is not because she kicked his ass so badly that his campaign is on life support. No. It's because he beat her so badly that, he doesn't want to do it again. Like, it was just brutal what he did to her on Tuesday. So, he's going to take it easy on her. Here's what he put on Truth Social. When a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth are, "I want a rematch." Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris, the Democrats' radical left candidate, on Tuesday night, and she immediately called for a second debate. No, polls actually don't say that. In fact, no polls say that. Even polls from conservative news outlets and websites showed that a majority of people think Harris beat your butt. There are not polls that show that you won that debate. Even on the issue of issues, the polls show that you got your butt handed to you by Harris. Anybody with a brain that watched that debate knows that you did not walk away the winner. But that's not the end of his post. There is more. Here it is. She and Crooked Joe have destroyed our country with millions of criminals and mentally deranged people pouring into the USA, totally unchecked and unvetted, and with inflation bankrupting our middle class. Inflation actually went down, for the, whatever month in a row, it's going down. Everyone knows this, and all of the other problems caused by Kamala and Joe. It was discussed in great detail during the first debate with Joe and the second debate with Comrade Harris. She was a no-show at the Fox debate and refused to do NBC and CBS. There never was a Fox debate, and she has not refused to do NBC and CBS. That is a flat-out fabrication from Donald Trump. But he continues, in all caps now, Kamala should focus on what she should have done during the last almost four-year period. There will be no third debate. Now, I know for Donald Trump, this actually would be your third debate, but the first one didn't count because it was against the guy that's not the nominee anymore. No matter who wins this year's election, Joe Biden is gone January 20th, 2025 at 12 p.m. Eastern when the new president is sworn in. He is a lame duck. That is the official term. He ain't the guy anymore, Donald. So that first debate, sure, you did it. You loved it. And by the way, let's go back to that first debate, right? Yes, Biden lost. I fully admit that. I think everybody admits that. But what did you do immediately after the first debate? You did the same thing that Harris did, and you immediately said, let's do another one. Let's do it in 2 weeks. Let's do it. You started proposing all these things like no moderators, live audience. We get to do whatever we want. No holds barred. Come on, Joe. Let's do it. So by your own admission, you lost that debate because you said only the loser calls for an immediate rematch. But you in that first debate with Biden immediately started calling for a rematch. Did you forget that? Or did you think that we are so stupid that we would forget that? Because we didn't. We remember. But of course, this is a disaster for Donald Trump, not for Kamala Harris. And it is worth pointing out, while I was watching that debate, I did get on Twitter and I said, there is no way he is going to do a second debate with her. And this was like 30 minutes into the debate. I said, he will not do another debate with her. And I wanted to put it out there at that point because I knew everybody else would be doing it and I kind of wanted to be the first one to do it. But I did call it and I hadn't seen anybody call it at that time yet. So, a little feather in my cap on that. But yeah, Trump is a spineless coward. He is terrified of this woman. He knows how badly that debate hurt his polls. He can lie and project all he wants and say that, oh, I won, I did great, I destroyed her, which is what he said in the spin room immediately after. But he knows he didn't. I know that Donald Trump buys into a lot of his own lies, most of his own lies, like his election lies. He genuinely believes those now. But even he knows that he did not win this debate. In fact, he's still fuming about the fact that you have these people out there that are still criticizing him for it, because at the same time when he's like, there'll be no third debate, I'm chickening out, I need to change my diaper. He also got on Truth Social and trashed Neil Cavuto, because Cavuto had said he decisively lost it. He might have made some very good presentations on where the economy was, but it was all over the map. This is that first occasion where it wasn't just a close call, it was a lopsided one. So Trump got on Truth Social after he got his feelings hurt and said, Cavuto, Fox's lowest rated anchor, is one of the worst on television. I actually prefer the losers at CNN and MSDNC. You're the loser in this situation though, bud. And you're also now the coward. Because without doing another presidential debate that according to polls, like most voters watched, that's their last impression of you. Their last impression of you, because they don't watch political news, okay? They're not watching your rallies. They're not going to your rallies. So their last memory of you is going to be from all of the memes that came about from this debate with you screaming like a lunatic, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Oh God, oh dear, oh no, I have concepts of a plan. All of the stupid crap you said during that debate, that's the last thing these people will remember. Now, do they continue remembering it until November? Well, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that they do. And I'm sure everybody else that does this is going to make sure of that. But the media, the corporate media, the big media folks, they got to do the same thing. Now, the question is what happens with Harris, right? Is this the last impression she gets to make to voters on the national stage? Hopefully not. Here's what Harris needs to do now. Now that Donald Trump has officially pulled out of the debate, Harris needs to approach every single network and say, listen, Trump's not going to debate. He doesn't want to do it. I still want to use that time, so let's do a town hall, right? I'll give you 2 hours of my time. You bring in the audience, have them ask questions. I'll sit here on prime time on network TV and answer questions. I'll talk to people. I'm not afraid. That's what Harris needs to do, and she needs to do it right now. Strike while the iron is hot. Get out there. Keep yourself out there in front of these people who do not usually consume political news. That is where she is going to be the strongest. Now, we still have one more debate. October 1st, we're supposed to have Tim Walz versus J.D. Vance. We'll see if that stays. Honestly, at this point, nothing would surprise me. It would not surprise me if J.D. Vance backs out of that. But Harris herself has to get out there on prime time, fill that slot that was supposed to be for a debate, and do a town hall with voters. It's what Biden did in 2020. You know, Trump didn't want to do the second debate, so Biden was like, all right, I'll still come on and do a town hall. That is what she should do. Trump screwed himself, and she is in a perfect position to take full advantage of that. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.